All right, all right. All right, make sure. Yep, all right. We're not muted right now, so. All right, all right. Fresh and funky. Yesterday, we were fucking close yesterday. We were so close to catching in a parlay. Oh, it's one team. It's not the Yankees. Spoiler alert. It was the Royals yesterday. Our first parlay, we had every other leg of our parlay in the first, and that's remind everybody what our bet was yesterday. We had the Phillies money line plus 125. We had the team total under 7 runs in the Padres Tigers. That was plus 105. We had the Royals money line minus 130. They were playing the Angels at home. We had the Brewers they had to win by a run and a half plus 100. They won easily. And the Dodgers, we had them minus 1.5 on the spread. They cashed easily. We had the team total under 11.5 on the runs in the White Sox and Rockies. And once you know the Rockies walk it off, and the score ends up being 6-5. So we cashed there, and the Oakland A's ended up winning. So we covered that, except for the Royals minus 130 killed that parlay, which would have got us $106.97. But it didn't happen. It was our first parlay was a lot better than our second parlay. Our second parlay was really bad. We had the Giants minus a run and a half on the spread. You know that didn't come to fruition. We had the Mariners money line plus 100 that came to fruition. We had the Marlins money line that didn't come to fruition. We had the team total under 8 runs in the Rays and Orioles that went to 10, so that didn't come to fruition. The Cardinals money line plus 215 cash for us. That was awesome and it was amazing. And then we had the Red Sox to win by 2 runs. That didn't help. And then we had the over 7.5 runs. The Yankees and Mets. It did not go over. So basically, the Cardinals and the Mariners were the only ones. We went 2 and 5 on the second parlay. So we already got action today. We already got action today here. A final. The Orioles beat the Rays today 3-0. And we had the side that we took the Orioles on the run line here. So, and right now we got the Marlins and the Reds, top of the ninth here. Marlins got to get a run here. My man, Jesus Sanchez here. He's got 2 strikes, 1 ball here. I need it for fantasy, but I need this for my money in the parlay here. I need there not to be any runs. I need Hunter Strickland to shut this man down. And I know that sounds heartless for me to say that. I wish there was a way I could win in my parlay and fantasy, but uh, that's not going to be a no go here at the station here. So we took the under 9 here in the Reds and the Marlins because we've been taking the Marlins and they just have not helped us out. They've been kind of, and the Reds have been playing better as of late. Because I mean they were probably one of the shittier teams. Them and the A's. Let's call it what it is. A's, the Oakland A's, soon to be Las Vegas A's probably, and you got the Cincinnati Reds. Playing a lot better baseball right now. They're up 5-4 right now. Hunter Strickland is in the game to close here. Got 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out here in the top of the ninth. Jesus Sanchez is coming up in a pinch hitting spot here. He did not play today, so he's pinch hitting right now. So, like I said, I need this for a betting standpoint. I need the Reds to get him out here. But yeah, that is those are the early games. We have the Royals and the Yankees. Oh, he hits a home run. He hits a home run and kills my parlay. Oh, kills my first parlay. Oh, man. But helps me fantasy wise. That that kills me. That kills me. That kills me. That kills my parlay here. We had the under 9 runs here. So that's gonna be the parlay killer right now. I tell you, there's always one parlay killer, man. I'm telling you, I just haven't got the read on this Marlins and Reds here. So, oh man, if I would have took the over 9 here, that would have been a cashed bet here. But so we got the Royals and the Yankees. We got Phillies and the Pirates. The battle of Pennsylvania. We have the Tigers taking on the Blue Jays. We have the Guardians and the Red Sox. We have the Mariners and the Astros. We got the Dodgers, Rockies. We got Rangers, Angels. We got Cubs and Giants to end the night. So, let's just say we need to have a good day here. And obviously, our first bet's gone, but we still have a second bet here because we have WNBA to talk about today here. There is WNBA to talk about here. We'll keep an eye on this. We'll keep an eye on this. We'll keep an eye on this game here between the Marlins and the Reds here. So, but yeah, we got 4 games tonight here. We have the Minnesota Lynx taking on the Atlanta Dream in the ATL at College Park. So the Lynx will be getting back Sylvia and Foles, so that'll help them on the road here. Try to get a victory against the Atlanta Dream here. They're obviously the Lynx are the underdog here tonight. Here, the Dream are obviously the favorite. And the next game, we have the Seattle Storm taking on the Connecticut Sun. The Sun's guard Hartley is out for the rest of the season with a torn ACL, so that's gonna I think hurt them in a hurt them going down the stretch here. But the Connecticut Sun are 19-9 here, and the Seattle Storm are 18-10. So Seattle Storm is obviously the underdogs here. And then we have the Washington Mystics taking on the Dallas Wings here. The Wings are obviously the underdogs here. But actually the Mystics are underdogs on the road here, even though they're 17-11. But the Dallas Wings are 12-15, and they play pretty well at home. I say Dallas, they play really tough ball at home, so it's going to be a tough matchup for the Mystics here tonight. And then last but not least, we have the LA Sparks taking on the Phoenix Mercury. And Mercury are basically yeah. So obviously the Sparks, losing Liz Cambridge, she terminated basically her deal with the Sparks, so now I don't know exactly where that's going to stand here. So let's just get into the parlay, shall we? Our first parlay here. I don't know why I put 2 there, but probably number 1. Well, we had the under 9 runs in this Marlins and Reds. We had the Orioles on the spread. They won 3-0. We had the Pirates plus the 1.5 on the run line here. We had the team total under 8.5 runs in the Royals and Yankees. We have the Blue Jays to win by a run and a half, minus 115. We have the Mariners money line plus 120. And we have Red Sox money line plus 100. We would have got to $162, but the Reds and Marlins, we took the under 9, should took the over 9. So, but we still got a second parlay out here. Second parlay out, and we took the Lynx on the money line. We took Seattle Storm on the money line. Taking the over 157 points total between the Mystics and the Wings. Taking the Mercury -5 on the spread. We're taking the under 12 runs in the Dodgers and Rockies. We're taking the Angels to win by a run and a half. And we're taking the under 8 runs in the Cubs and Giants tonight. And if that parlay cashes here, that will be $121.18. So hey, I'm all right. So there's nobody out here. Nobody out, and you got a runner on first here. Jacob Stallings here. So I don't know, man. Maybe the Marlins finally the bats have woken up here, and like I said, it'll be fairly interesting here, to say the least. Here, but yeah, that's what today's pretty light on the sports here. So just kind of looking at like that here. Let's see here. Looking at my fantasy team here a little bit here. See how they're doing here. Yeah, Sanchez. Yeah, they didn't put him on the bench. I got two guys that hit home runs for me today, so that's good here. And I got three pitchers pitching for me later, so that's gonna be good here. And I need that in a tightly contested fantasy baseball race here, especially for the last spot here. -2, okay. -4. So if these guys can get up a little bit more, I think we'll be all right here. We'll be good. We'll be good. We'll be good. We'll be good. I was just checking my basically my fantasy Yahoo here. Basically got Tony Finale for fantasy golf here. He's actually leading. He's actually leading right now. And I picked this long time ago yesterday, and I know nothing about golf. I know nothing about these, and that's the thing I want people to understand. You're getting, for me, you're getting an honest opinion from somebody that's. I don't have no skin in the game. I just bet where I feel. I feel like, okay, I want to back this guy. Okay, I just kind of, you know, there's no rhyme or reason to it. It's all a gamble. It's all a 50-50 gamble. It's like people when they play the lottery. When you put numbers in there and this and that, you're hoping that by some odd really reason, the numbers you pick add up and boom. And it's the same thing with somebody that's, does parlays or betting. You're betting hopefully that, hopefully you don't get screwed, but, hey, it happens. It happens. But yeah, we are definitely going to be following that. So, we got nobody out now here. We got Buck Farmers in now. Buck Farmers now in. I think they should have probably kept Diaz in. I believe they should have kept Diaz in here. I didn't know. Do not know why they put Hunter Strickland in. Honestly, don't know. But yeah. So Buck Farmer's in now. Runners at first and second here with Joey Window. Yeah. So Joey Window here can give the chance for the Marlins to get the lead and a chance to maybe steal this game. Finally, steal a game from the Reds here after not having the best series against the Reds by far. Oh damn. Damn. But yeah. Yeah, so we'll see here. We'll see what Buck Farmer could do here. If we can shut it down here, maybe have a chance of the Reds to walk it off. I don't know. We remain to see here because there's pretty much runners threatening and scoring position here. So that's mainly what the big sports is, obviously. I mean, NFL, Deshaun Watson, he showed up to training camp. They're basically they're gonna come down on Deshaun and tell him, how long he's gonna be suspended for. Joe Burrow had to go on appendectomy surgery, and Derrick Henry you will not see Derrick Henry playing for the Titans in the preseason. So I mean, I think it's probably a fade here. If you're, obviously Titans playing in week one, they're playing in preseason. They're going to be playing against the Ravens, so I don't know. Might be fading the Titans for preseason here, and it's just probably for precautionary reasons. They probably don't want Derrick Henry to get hurt, and there's no sense. Derrick Henry. They just need him to be as healthy as possible and stay healthy to basically help this team because no AJ Brown. Now it's solely basically on Tannehill and Derrick Henry, and defense that has to get better or else that's going to be an issue. But we'll see. We'll see how that transpires. Like I said, there's different things that shake out here. Joey Wendell doubles here. Doubles to the right. Williams scores. So you got Jacob Stallings to third here. And you got Wendell at second here. 6-5 now. Should have probably picked the over here. Should have been over 9 here. But that was just my mistake. And hey, who knows? Marlins, get more runs here. And who knows? Maybe the Reds don't come back here. And that's a travesty of justice here because Alexia Diaz was pitching really good. So I don't know. I don't know what the thinking was here. So for the Reds, and I mean that's why they're like I said. I would say the Reds and the A's are probably the two worst teams in baseball right now, figuratively in each respective league. A's in the American League, Reds in the National League. So yo complete yo. What you doing, man? You out there working? You out there working hard? Yeah. Getting screwed by one fucking team. I got screwed by the Royals yesterday, and now today looks like it's gonna be taking the fucking under 9 runs in this Marlins game, which happened to gone over 11 now. The Marlins took in the lead finally. Oh, yep, sacrifice fly. There's one out now. 7-5 now. So it's the Marlins up 2 runs now. Should have known that. Should have known it. Should have known it. But yeah, can't can't wait here. I mean, not too much NBA news here. Not too many NBA news here. Tatum on KD talks here. Not up to me. Love our team here. OKC hiring shooting guru England or whatever. Binds to play in Australia a year after spinal injury here. Why the Kevin Durant trade talks have stalled. And where did they? Well, I just think, Drake, a Lambo bounties, the wild Willy Wonka style chase for the LeBron triple logo man card. Uh, Steph Curry and Aisha. uh, Los Angeles-based Pro-Am League has seen many NBA stars play in its events. Here's a look at the Drew League Summer League. Yep. I mean, there's a lot of guys playing down there, the Drew League and Pro-Ams. I mean, basketball, these guys are getting their, getting ready, you know, off-season workouts, learn to play with some new teammates here, whatever, get the grind in. The grind never ends. You got NFL, we got NFL coming up here, you know. Actually, next week we got NFL. Let's see. All right, Bucks center Jensen carted off with a knee injury, so oof, that's gonna be that's gonna be that's gonna be tough right there for the Bucks here, because Ryan Jensen was a solid, piece on that line. He's one of the big nasty ugly guys, especially being a center. And so I don't know if they got somebody else that's gonna be, 'cause that's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt the. All right, and then you got Kyler Murray here. Says disrespectful outsiders think he doesn't prep for games. Well, I don't think that's necessarily what people are trying to say to Kyler Murray. It's just, to me, Kyler Murray doesn't ring to me as the guy as a leader that guys want to, guys are coming up to him, guys are going to follow him. Unfortunately, as a quarterback, it's like a point guard. You know, people follow Chris Paul because he's a point guard. He knows what he's doing. People don't follow people like fucking, James Harden or, you know, some of these guys. I mean, I just it's not a knock at who he is. He just got to get better. He's got to prove that he is that guy. And the talk is just the talk. And if Kyler Murray wants to be out here in the social media light, and you can't just be out here scared to take criticism. But that just seems like what the social media does now. If you criticize something, well, we can't have you doing that, so we're going to take you off. Well, you can't do that. It's called the First Amendment. We have a right to say things, whether people say things that are offensive and this and that. Doesn't mean I have to listen to it. Doesn't mean I have to hear it. Doesn't mean I have to support it. Does that mean I have to fucking give it energy and time? No. But do they have the right to say what they say? Yes, unfortunately. I mean, if they take their right to say what they say, then they got to take my right and your right and everybody else's right. So I mean, that's what people have to. It's a fucked up thing, but unfortunately, that's why you don't give that shit type of energy. Kirk Cousins here is focusing on camp, not the GM's comments. Apparently, the comments from our new GM is doesn't really like Kirk Cousins very much. But I don't know. I mean, my rebuttal my rebuttal to my GM would be, well, who else out there could we get? And don't tell me if we got Jimmy Garoppolo that we would be a lot better off. And if we would have tried to trade for Baker Mayfield, we would have been better off. If we would have drafted one of those quarterback kids, Malik Willis. I just feel that Kirk Cousins, he's a guy, but we have to put the right guys around him. We have to keep the line healthy, and you know, yeah, Cousins makes mistakes, but there's some games where it wasn't Cousins' fault. Cousins played his ass off, and then it was just either the defense or somebody else didn't do their job. And at the end of the day, well, it's all going to fall down on the quarterback. Couldn't get the job done, obviously, if the offense doesn't go. But you know, it wasn't the inefficiency of the organization not trying to help him, and so that's the thing that. So it to me, it's like they're not really. It's not so necessarily they weren't bought into Kellen Mound either. They're not bought into either our quarterbacks. So I mean, are we just looking, to get rid of Kirk Cousins next year, or I mean, but I like that Kurt's going to focus on the camp and not worry about what the fuck the GM says because honestly, as long as he gets the W's, the GM can't say shit. I mean, if becomes bad losses or there's whatever, then unfortunately shit's gonna be whatever. But I just think we got better, worse problems to think about than just criticizing our quarterback. Veteran Dunlap, veteran, was it Chris Dunlap, Carlos Dunlap? Yeah, Carlos Dunlap's gonna sign with the Chiefs. That's really good. That's a good signing, I believe. And that will help the Chiefs get depth at their edge rushers. Commanders, Antonio Gandy Golden, he retires, 24. And then let's see, Ben Roethlisberger says more details, specifically critical comments of the me first players. And like I see, I don't care. Roethlisberger's not playing anymore. I mean, why? I mean, it's just because the offseason we were talking about this. Saquon wants to prove to the Giants, I'm still here. Which, hey, I think with the offensive coordinator, they got Kafka there. I mean, I think it's going to be a different Giants offense. It's not going to be we're going to run quarterback fucking sneak, fourth and long in our fucking own end zone. Yeah. And then, they drafted that one, they drafted that kid from Oregon that's going to be really, and they got guys that, if they stay healthy, Xavier McKinney and all that, these guys will be. I mean, the Giants will be a team to be reckoned with. I mean, this is going to be, to me, this is the make or break year for Daniel Jones and Saquon. If they could both stay healthy and they could stay productive, I think they stay on the Giants. If not, I see the Giants trade them out, getting rid of them, going to get somebody else. And it's not a thing that's unfair to either Saquon or Daniel Jones, but Saquon's been hurt. He hasn't really been productive like he should have been from where he was drafted. So, that's where I believe, he's taking the hits because, you're a top tier pick. You were like I believe Saquon Barkley was like a number 2 fucking pick. And Daniel Jones was the number, 6 or 7 pick? So, I mean, of course you're going to take heat, just like the Niners. Niners got to push Trey Lance in now because they drafted him number 3, and now they got to push Jimmy Garoppolo out. But where does Jimmy Garoppolo go, and who's going to take Garoppolo? And then, so I don't know. I don't know. It makes for it makes for a hectic season and things to talk about here. I mean, obviously, why Trey Lance is Lewis Reddick's long shot to win MVP. I mean, I'm not. I mean, to me, here's a spoiler alert. Anybody wants to know somebody I'm looking at as a sleeper quarterback this year? I would look at Trey Lance, and I wouldn't take a high pick on him, but if he's available to be my second quarterback, I won't shy away from getting him because I think now that the Niners have actually said, "Hey, we're going to put Trey Lance first," and all that, you know now that Trey Lance is going to get probably let loose a little bit more, and what we saw with the little briefness we saw of him isn't going to be the Trey Lance that's going to, you know. But I still think Trey Lance is a raw talent product, and I still think that he's going to make these certain mistakes, and the Niners just have to deal with it. And I think he's going to be a sleeper. I'd say Matt Ryan as well will be a sleeper as far as like a veteran quarterback to definitely target. I think Matt Ryan's going to have a resurgent year being with the Colts. Uh, a young quarterback I think that will have a good. I'm gonna say Trevor Lawrence. Trevor Lawrence will have a way. He's gonna have a much better season than he did before, and possibly I'd say even Zach Wilson. Um, those are the type of quarterbacks I'm looking at. Justin Fields. I'd say he'd be another quarterback I would target uh, late in the draft. Um, you know, some quarterbacks I'm fading. I'm obviously Deshaun Watson. I'd be fading him. Um, let's see who else would I want to fade here. Um, obviously Jimmy Garoppolo. I'd fade him unless he goes to a situation, gets traded to a situation where he ends up becoming irrelevant again. Like if he gets traded like Philly or something. Imagine. But yeah, I mean that's what I look at as far as quarterbacks. I mean, and notice, Jalen Hurts I didn't put as a sleeper here. I think, Jalen Hurts is kind of one of those guys, I don't know. You don't know what you're gonna get. You know, is it gonna be massively productive? It's not to me, it doesn't bother me about his legs because he's gonna get yards with legs and get rushing touchdowns, but bothers me is he gonna have more touchdowns than he's gonna have interceptions. And and yes, he does have AJ Brown, but I mean, if he can't be precise and get and make those reads and get those and just then he's gonna be one of those quarterbacks that's I put him in there. You know, not just him. I put Tua. I put Tua Tagovailoa. I mean, now that he has Tyreek Hill, I need to see some I've seen some good things out of Tua. We've seen some bad things out of him as well. But we need to see his progression start to like Josh Allen, for example. I'll use Josh Allen for example. Josh Allen from his first year, he was whatever. Then he gone up. Then yeah. I mean, come on, man. The man is he's Joe Burrow, another guy, and that's why I put those guys up there. You got Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert's gonna get better, in my opinion. And you know, I don't know about Jared Goff here. I mean, he'd be careful what you wish for type quarterback as well. So I mean, I don't. And Tannehill, I mean, Tannehill could be productive, but I don't know. He's another guy that I mean, if he's on, man, Tannehill's on. But when he's not, it's not good. It's not good. And when you're playing in fantasy, you know, you need a quarterback to be, you don't need him to be great. You don't need him to be throwing 300 yards every fucking game, but you need him to have, at least a solid 200 plus yards passing, at least try to get you 2 touchdowns a game, and and if he can run, maybe he gets you a rushing touchdown and some rushing yards. But if not, hey, you have to have consistent productivity. I mean, there's going to be games where the guys are going to just shit the bed and they're just going to do terrible. That's just the way it is. I mean, it doesn't matter any sport in any, given day, any person. It's just like a human being. And not every day is a great day. Some people have good days. Some people have semi all right days or whatever. And then that's just how it is. It's just the nature of things. I mean, let's stop fucking, trying to, let's find, oh man, like everybody's trying to make it, make a mathematical equation out of, what's the meaning of life? Oh, let's figure it all. When really, it's, do we really need to know that? No, no. I mean, the meaning of life should be to have a good life, try to enjoy a good life, or try to have a prosperous life. But unfortunately, sometimes that doesn't happen because of certain things. But then you have to learn to adapt to the, and that's something that we, as human beings, or humanoids, some people want, we have adapted. All right, let's see here. All right, let's get an update on this Marlins and Reds game here. All right, well, Tommy Pham is up to bat here. Runners on first and second, 2 outs here. Tommy Pham is 3 for 5 today. He's got a double, 2 RBIs. Can he be the hero today here and hit a 3-run shot here? He's got 1 ball, 2 strikes, and it's 2 outs here. It's old Tanner Scott here, ex-Orioles pitcher here. Ex-Orioles relief pitcher, that is. So, Tommy Pham singles here, 7-6 now. So we got Jonathan India scored here. We got Brandon Duray at second. Tommy Pham at first now here. And Joey, what's Votto with you? Joey, what's Votto with you? Joey Votto's up to the dish here. He's 1 for 3 on the day here. Takes a first pitch strike looking. Just most people will take the first pitch. Some will take it swinging. But yeah, Tanner Scott here, giving a burn run, a hit, 1 strikeout, and 2 walks here. So definitely runs was definitely the name of this game. Ooh, strike 2 swinging here. Uh-oh. So 0-2 count now here. Joey Votto go down swinging, and the Marlins, do they win by a run here? It's 13 runs here. The over/under was 9, and I took the under 9 and was as an idiot, and I should have known it was gonna go over. But hey, what do I know? What do I know? Strike 3 swinging, and the game is over. Marlins pull out a victory here, even though the Reds had a chance. And a chance to tie it up and have a game winning. But there it is. One, two, three. Well, Orioles won 3-0 over the Rays, and now the Marlins have just finished off the Reds 7-6. The other action will be starting at 4:05, 7:05 Eastern time. Same thing with WNBA. That's all we have for today, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, nice, man. All nice. But that's what we have. That's what we have for today. Hopefully, our second bet's gonna be good for us here. Like yesterday, our first bet was good for us, but the fucking Royals fucked us. But now, it sounds like the Marlins and Reds fucked us. But whatever. We'll go on. We'll go on. Hopefully, to the brighter and better days. But we'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday for our picks and let you know if we did win on our bet number 2 here, our parlay number 2, or get how close and what bets won or not, and then give you some more breakdown on other sports, NFL, more sleepers, break down some running back sleepers and wide receiver sleepers tomorrow. So, until then, peace out.